Hello, what are some common swing trading strategies that don't rely on indicators? I'm just going to focus on one that I tried, that I tried, and that is up trend line swing trading strategy. And there is two versions of it that I try. One is short option launching trading strategy, and one is long option launching trading strategy. So in 2024, I use short option launching trading strategy, and in 2025, I use long option launching trading strategy. So when we take AJG for instance, excuse me, and we are going to use maximum daily chart. We have arrows on this chart, and we have the date on the S-axis from the past to the present, and the price on the y-axis from 0 up. So we have 2024 within this dotted line, and arrows on the chart just show where we purchased. The arrows facing up and arrows facing down show where we sold. So in 2024, I use short option launching trading strategy without indicator. I started using moving averages when I was trading in 2024, and as soon as I noticed that I could swing trade without those moving averages, I took them off of the chart so that I can just use my trend line. So using a short up trend line swing trading strategy, along this trend line, for instance, like we have a trend line here that I try to trade following, buying when the stock start going up, pull back to the trend line and start going up. It pull back, and I bought it at the first or second green bar there, but then I didn't sell it. It pulled back again, went up, pulled back, went up, and I think I sold it at some point that I didn't place an arrow here. It could be, I don't know, maybe after that I thought it might be useful to place the arrow at the top facing down. I'm not sure, or unless I sold it somewhere here. That's why I have a different color for it. I don't remember, but by this time when I purchased it, I sold it 3 days later, because every single bar is a day time frame. So I purchased it and then sold it 3 days later. I purchased it again. I'm trying to purchase it along this trend line, but at this point there is this trend line that I try to follow above it, but then when I purchased it there, it was done with that short trend line and pulled back to it. So I got stuck in that until it became positive, and I sold it somewhere there. And I bought it again. It pulled back on me. I just stayed in the trade until I sold it somewhere here for a little bigger profit. But this will be more like we got into 2025 here. But that is short option launching trading strategy, because those trend lines are short. They are within 1 year time frame. So trend line within 1 year time frame, I like to call them short option lines. It could be trend lines supporting the upside wall of the mountain. Therefore, continue trading as the stock is going up, but when it pull back to the support line around that area and start going up, you can buy, and few days later or few weeks, a week later or so, sell it. I used that in 2024 without indicator. And as we are analyzing this stock, I purchased it in 2025 using long uptrend line swing trading strategy, and I purchased it around this trend line here, which is more than 1 year. So I purchased it, it went down a little bit. So you can see that I purchased it around this trend line, and with the long uptrend line swing trading strategy, we want to buy at the valley line and sell it after the peak. And by looking at it here, I start noticing an uptrend when it pull back to the support line and start going up from there. I got in the trade. It pulled back, went up, but now it's pulling back even lower. So that tells me that this trend line may not be a valley line after all. So, and I already purchased it there, so that means I will be trapped in this for a while. So we are going to go to maximum monthly chart and look at it even further. So I was purchasing it, I purchased it along this support line, but clearly this support line is just supporting again that growth area, but it seems to be going down. So I'm curious to see where it's going to lay, where it's going to rest to use as the valley line, and around that area we might buy some more. So I'm going to trace more support lines here, and I'm just creating those support lines passing by the obvious lows that we can see on the monthly chart. And so far we can say that there is a chance it might fall back to this line. So we are going to color it that it could be one of the lines that next time we will buy it again, it will be there. But let's see if we can find some other. So if I go this way, it's just going to be somewhere here, and it already breached that line. But again, this could be a buying point as well. It might decide not to go further down and go from there. We are not sure. This has multiple touch point as well, but is quite steep as well compared to this valley line. So whether this is going to be the new valley line or it's going to come down all the way here before going up, I'm not entirely sure. But then when it comes down to here though, to start going up from here, I don't know how long it's going to take for these stocks to go past this highest peak. So it has been on this growth for a while, and we will see how it's going to, where it's going to rest to use as the new valley line after this sharp growth. And from that point, we can determine that maybe that will be the new valley line, and we might buy some more share at that area if we want when it start going up from there, and see how long it's going to take before it surpasses this highest peak. It could take a while because it was on the growth, making higher highs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and the 6 years is this year. So we will see, what it's trying to do. But this is AJG, so we made money in it, buying and selling, and at this time that we bought it again at the valley line, it pulled back. So we are going to keep observing it. So the next one we are going to analyze using, again, long uptrend line swing trading strategy is AME. So AME is highlighted in yellow because we purchased in 2024. We have not sold it yet. So let's go back to maximum daily chart. Okay, so it seems like we could be we could well be positive in AME now. But let's take a look at it. So in 2024, again, without indicator, we use short uptrend and swing trading strategy, and we trade around this support line. So you can see that if you look at this mountain, from this support line to this support line again, we have a mountain here. We trade along the upside wall of that mountain, following this short support line. So we purchase it, we sold it, we purchase it, we sold it, and so forth. And then we purchased it again and got trapped. It pulled back to the support line. This is the longer support line, and I like to say this is the valley line. And then it went back up from there. So when it surpassed where we purchased it, we sold it, and shortly after we bought it again. So we bought it again, and so when we purchased it, it went up a little bit. We didn't sell it. It pulled back, went up, pulled back to the valley line here. So when it start going up from here, we can see we have. I don't think this is a valley line, for that simple reason that from here it reached a higher peak. So this is my analogy though. So if it reached a higher peak, just living here like this, there is a chance, like just in the case of AJG, this could be a growth. It's still on the growth. It's still claiming the mountain that at some point it could try to fall to a lower level. So we could go to maximum monthly chart to take a look at it there. Even though we are using maximum daily chart here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in front of us. We may not be seeing the whole picture here. So when it comes back to this support line, you can see that you are not even seeing the beginning of that line that I color code to buy at. I saw an uptrend going on there. So it pulled back, it started going up, and then went sideways a little bit. But you can see that we were having higher lows, and I got in there. So I have a narrow there. It went up, pulled back on me. I became negative in that one as well. But you can see that for the whole time, you know, I'm negative in this one. It pulled back low, touch base with it, went up, pulled back again, and then shoot up from there. So at this point, as of, because we are doing this analysis on November 2nd, 2025, at this point, I will say that we are positive in this purchase, and we are positive in this one as well. So now knowing we do have a gap between those two. So I'm not sure if it's going to continue going up from here because it's making higher highs, and this is like maybe 6-month time frame. Let's see, it was in 2024 in March, and this one 2024 November, and this one again we are in November here. So it reached another peak here. So you notice that when it reached this peak here, it pulled back. So in, well, let's see, it claimed it up a little bit from, you know, the beginning of November. We have a gap here as well. Right at the end of October, and we have that gap here as well. Right at the end of October as well, there is a pattern repeating itself here, and then we have another gap there, and pretty much from, let's say, from that end of October 29, 2024, all the way to November 25, make me wonder if this stock has anything to do with holidays or what. But we have a growth going on here. Will we have the same thing? If so, we could try to see if we can stay in there for a week or so. Is a risky move though, a week or so, and then we can sell it to, you know, to have profit on both. Otherwise, at this point, we have profit on both anyway. So, but trying to sell it before it start going down again, because if it start going down again, we could be positive. We could remain positive in this one because it's an uptrend, and it's up trending, so it could touch base with the support line at a higher level. We could be positive in this one, but we may not be positive in this purchase, this first one or this previous one. So therefore we will keep an eye on it. But now we can go to, and this is buying it around the value line. When it start going up, will have a higher profit margin in it than trying to buy a short uptrend line and sell it every few days. That was the reason why I switched to the long version of that uptrend and swing trading strategy. Buying it every few days and selling it every few days combined together versus just buying it and selling it. I feel like buying it and selling it will have more profit than just buying it and selling it every few days and buying it and selling it every few days, because each time I'm purchasing it, a lot of the time I'm purchasing it at a higher price to sell it at even a higher price. So just buying it around the value line, when they start going up from there, it pull back to it, start going up from there, we start seeing higher lows. Buy it and then sell it after a new high is reached is the long upturn long swing trading strategy, and we do not use indicator for it, but it's crucial to know where the value line is. So we are going to go to a maximum monthly chart, and we can see that there is a growth here. Is it going to continue using this as the value line? I'm not entirely sure, because again it crossed multiple years, but we can try to trace some value lines here and see where we can go with those by touching obvious lows that we are seeing. So this could be a value line if it decided that claiming is too steep. There is a chance it might try to fall back to this. Whether it's going to happen or not, I'm not entirely sure. Another option could be this one as well. So this one touching those 3 points is not quite close to this one, but again those are not really a tiny line. There could be a range as well. And this one, we have a few touch point there. We have this one, we have this one, and it touch that steep drop here as well. But then we have this, so there is a chance that it could come down to this support line. That's something we need to keep in mind, and therefore it might be a good idea to just sell what we our position now, sell it and just keep observing it to see if it's going to continue going up, or if at some point it will decide to come back down. And I think this is more probably a possibility than this one, but we are going to keep those two in mind as well as we keep observing it. So this is a stock we purchased in 2024 using short upturn and swing trading strategy. Gas stack in it, and purchased it again in 2025 using long upturn and swing trading strategy, and currently we are positive in both. But again, we need to decide when we want to sell it before it turns back. It is good to lock in a small profit than locking in none. So the one more we are going to analyze is AMP. So AMP, again, we purchased it quite a bit in 2024 using short upturn and swing trading strategy. We traded along this support line, which clearly you can see is short from August to December. We got stuck in it here in December, and we sold it in January, and we have not purchased it then. So it came back down to this support line, but we didn't purchase it. We kept observing it to see if we can buy it, but I think By the time we were looking at it, we might be maybe somewhere here, and we maybe probably thought it was just too far from the support line to get in, and it's closer, kind of midpoint from the highest peak to the valley line, and we just kept observing it. Now is going back to that valley line, and Friday the price dropped. So the price at the end of the day was lower than the price in the morning when the markets open. So we have a red bar and a red highlighted price as well, but it's going back to that valley line, so we'll keep an eye on it. So when it's going down to where we know that it's a stock that we could purchase, when it start going up from there. So we have that one that we sold, because clearly that trend ended, it pulled back and then went up again. In fact, yeah. So, and we traded along this support line as well, which is support line that originated around October 2023 and ended around March 1st 2024, and we traded quite a bit around that area as well, and then traded around this area as well. So now let's go a little bit to see the one we sold in 2025, and again we can take a look at this using the long up to long swing trading strategy that we are using in 2025. The profit or income we made in it so far, and many of those stocks we purchased them in 2024, or we purchased them in 2025, but not necessarily in the month that we sold them, because again with long up to long swing trading strategy we stay in the trade longer. So chances are most of them we purchased them in 2024 and sold them in 2025, and chances are some of them, if not most of them, the price dropped and we got stuck in it and just kept it, and when they became positive we sold them. So, and we can see with short up to long swing trading strategy, the income we made swing trading, and with the long up to long swing trading strategy we are using this year, the income we made so far, we are staying in the trade longer, making shorter trades. When in with short up to long swing trading strategy, we trade quite often and have a lot of transactions to record as well. And so this one is more like a short investment type of strategy, but we target dividend stocks there, and we still have a bunch of those in our portfolio that we are waiting for them to become positive for us to sell them. So we are going to go to 2025, and we are going to look at AME. So AME, so we purchased it twice. The first one at 195, the second one at 188, and I'm not sure how much is selling right now, so we have not sold them yet. And if we go back to AME, so 202, so you can do the calculation there to see how much profit per share that is currently. And we have AJG here. Okay, so AJG, the one we purchased in December, we sold it, we purchased it at 308, and the one that we have currently now, that the price went below it, we purchased it at 305. So we sold the December one in February for 319 a shares and make a $2 profit in it. A small profit, but a profit nonetheless. We didn't sell it at a loss to cut our losses, we just left it there. So we made 3% return on that, or $10 a profit per share. And for the second purchase right now, we are negative in that, so we are going to keep it there for now. So AMP Okay, we sold AMP this year as well. We purchased it in December for $5.50 a share, and we sold it for $5.60 a share and made $97 profit on a 1% return, or $9 profit per share by holding it for how long? A month and few weeks. So, and we made profit on that one as well. So that is pretty much those that we use without indicator. So, and I'm not seeing 2024 here. Well, yeah. So that is just the two swing trading strategy that I personally gave a try without using indicators, and those are my result in it. So let's take a look at Tech. I'm a little bit curious to know what that is. It's an electrical company. So okay, but again, it's an industrial. I don't usually go past my technical analysis by just analyzing the chart, when I'm making my buying and selling decisions. But sometimes I'll be curious about the company depending on how the chart is fluctuating, and I believe that's the one that is going down or going up. But anyway, so yeah, this one is in the insurance sector, but that is just to the extent that I wanted to know about the company. But some people swing trade with news. That's another swing trading strategy, and I'm sure they must be successful in that as well. But yeah, and I don't. Therefore, I just see things after the facts. And I'm sure there will be a reason for that to be going, down again. But I'm not going to go scrolling through the news to know what is going on. I'll just keep observing the chart and keep looking at every single puzzles that is getting added to the chart to see if I can understand where it's going. So thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your comments, and thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. Do you swing trade, and do you use indicator? Thank you. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninasub.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your account from there. Thank you for your time. For more of our swing trading tips, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video. Thank you.